And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I am meteorologist Sheldon for Shears. Hopefully you're staying cool out there because we are seeing some summer heat as we hit 100 degrees. That is a new record here in Amarillo. Our normal high is 85 degrees for this time of year. 15 degrees above that. Certainly pretty toasty out there with Borger getting up to 102. Let's take a look at your temperatures here for the next few hours or so. We'll stay in the triple digits. Drop into the high 90s by maybe here in the next couple hours, and then by 8 o'clock this evening, 89 degrees, and then of course heading on into the nighttime period, we'll drop down into the 70s, ultimately 60s overnight tonight. You'll wake up on a Saturday morning seeing 60s around much of the region, so that'll be pretty nice. And then tomorrow looks to be another hot day, maybe not quite as hot. There's a couple of different factors in play when it comes to why temperatures might be just a few degrees cooler, but it's still going to be well above average. We're still going to see some summer-like heat for your Saturday afternoon, so make no mistake about that. Winds generally out of the southwest. That's keeping some drier air in place, but you will notice this kind of line right here where those winds are out of the southwest as opposed to the southeast. Where those winds are out of the southeast, you're seeing those dew points in the 50s and close to 60-degree range, while they're going to be down in the 30s and maybe low 40s. They're off towards the west. And as long as that's the case, rain chances aren't look terribly exciting. But the good news is there is hope in the forecast once we start to get those winds going a slightly different direction and hopefully start to usher more moisture into the atmosphere. So let's take a look at that with our next weather maker, where rain chances should be increasing, hopefully starting Saturday. Very spotty chances, but then next week does start to look certainly a little more favorable. We're going to see a couple of low pressure systems that start to come through here going into next week. As it approaches, we're going to see some showers mainly off towards our west, but then as it gets closer, it's going to start to set up this dry line type system. But the good news is that dry line, so far based on model data, looks to stay to our west, which keeps more of our area in play when it comes to moisture. Basically, it's going to send just waves of energy our way, kicking off showers, maybe some severe thunderstorms almost on kind of your late afternoon, early evening time frame. Most days could carry into the early morning hours. Looking at your short range, high definition model run, you're going to see a few clouds here for the rest of your Friday. Saturday models are starting to kind of maybe hit at a few isolated showers trying to pop up. So far confidence is relatively low, but we're not going to completely discount the possibility. Possibly more of the same on Sunday as well. We got some low rain chances there, as you can see a few spotty showers and storms. But then going into beyond that, early next week, you start to see those rain chances spread across more of the region, as you'll see right here on your next 5 days. Basically, things start to come in from the west, and better rain chances lie in wait for us. And the good news is this could be kind of a long-term pattern that we enter. As looking at your 6 to 10-day precip outlook, this is September 19th through the 23rd. So late next week through the ensuing weekend, you can kind of pick out where that dry line is going to set up. And then, of course, further west, you start to see better rain chances coming into play. So hopefully this is what pans out for us, and we start to see more wet conditions. So looking at our 7-day supercast, good news is with the wetter conditions can come slightly cooler temperatures. As we'll wrap up the weekend in the mid-90s, we'll go low 90s early next week, dropping into the 80s with anywhere from right now 10 to 30% chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms.